Hello there. How you guys been doing? I hope you've been having a good week. Um, it was last week, right? I just wanted to continue a little bit about the subject of our souls. And as well, like I said, I'm offering help if you ever feel that you want a reading. Is uh, if you go to my previous video, you will see that I left a description. I don't want to say stuff here that much about that because, every person that does, whether they call it spiritual work or metaphysical work or whatever, they like to do their own thing, and I like doing my own. But if you ever need help, my info is going to be in the description. So, anyway, uh, about what we are, as I was saying, I see the soul, or like I was telling my daughter yesterday, atoms or molecules or whatever, because it's kind of hard to express or describe what is a soul, because some of you perhaps have seen spirits, ghosts, something that it doesn't look like your flesh, and we choose to look the way we do because something created us. And we are here on this planet. We are here on planet Earth trying to learn who we are, and at the end is just to go back to the source, which again, I respect whoever believes in anything or nothing at all, or they have a certain idea of what exactly it is beyond that. I mean, I've been on YouTube reading comments for too long. I mean, but this is my first time doing videos. And people, they say there's nothing on the other side. They are entitled to their opinions. People, they say that there's something on the other side. They are also entitled to their opinions. And at the end, it doesn't matter who is right or who is wrong. It's about just living here, what you are doing here on this planet, trying to connect yourself again to the source. Like I told you, I've been doing changes so that I can obtain what I know that I deserve, what I know that it is already mine. Yeah, most of the time, humans want material things, and most of us do not try to connect to that source again because we are too busy. We are too busy raising kids, raising or taking care of our parents, focusing on heartbreaks, focusing on work, focusing on everything else, what's going on around the world, except what is going on around our bubble. And that distracts us so much that we forget what exactly we are. And if you are trying to do changes, you have to do it little by little. I'm not gonna say that I discovered it like that and I was like, oh my god, eureka. No, it has taken me time because I didn't understand. I didn't have people that were guiding me. I rely on what some of you call it instinct. I relied on why sometimes people feel, like a gut feeling, or you start sensing the energy and things like that. But because I was distracted by everything else. I wasn't paying attention to me. And it was being a chaos with me, with my relationship, with my daughter, with everything else that I wanted. And again, like I said, we are not here to suffer. We are not here to be these uh, fragile humans because we are, again, part of the source. Whether, again, you call it God, Gaia, the universe, it may have other names. I don't know them all. As I said, there's 7 continents, and every continent has their own name for what I call the universe. And everything, it is connected. It is the same, just different names. Yes, there's going to be different aspects of everything because every human decides to do their own thing, you know, follow certain things that they believe is right, that is going to get you to heaven, or if you don't do certain things, it's going to take you to hell and things like that. But if you think about it, you are already in hell, you are already in heaven. It depends how you see it. Again, as I said, I was Catholic not for too long because I wasn't raised like that. I mean, yes, my mom would. I mean, I did my first communion, and I forgot what the heck is the other thing that it goes after the first communion. And I was baptized, of course, and I was supposed to follow certain things, but I wasn't indoctrinated that much because it didn't happen until I moved here in Georgia in 2001, and my mom got more involved in the church, but I didn't like it. Still, I still didn't feel that it was the right way, because if you do healing, if you do sense, I mean, if you sense things, what some people call empath or things like that, the church prohibit you. Even though I used to tell my mom, well, if Yeshua did those things, who are they to tell me not to do it? Why I can't do what he used to do? I mean, isn't somewhere written in the Bible that I'm capable to do so? But of course, this is just about, being a sheep, of following their rules, not your own, and what you feel, because that classifies you as a crazy person, which I had told you, I'm crazy. I mean, maybe some of this relates to you, but some other things don't. But at the end, it's going to take you to step one, where is that you come back again. What am I doing here? What am I? Why do I struggle? Why can't change? Is my soul real? Am I suffering because I'm such a knucklehead? Which sometimes that can be, the case of not paying attention. That's all we are doing. We are just not paying attention. We are distracted by everything. It's like I told you, I do love my daughter with all my heart and my person, but at the end, when you start seeing these what the universe offers, it feels different than the love from a human. A human can love you and you can love them back, and you feel these bubbles or something. But with the universe, it's different. You feel calm. You feel in a way that no human can offer it. Even though I patch things with people that I hurt and they hurt me, and even though we don't need to be in each other's lives, we continue with our lives. But the universe is different. It is something that lets you see different, and it makes you feel crazy in a way that you are always happy. And even if things are not going the way that you're expecting, the universe has your back. It leads you to where you need to go. I mean, I show you already, every time I forgot to put it on the video before, because I will win some money and then I will cash it. I was like, doy, because I was excited. And like I told you, it's not much right now, but it's enough at the moment that is letting me know that I'm in the right way, the right path. And again, not all of you are meant to, let's say, win the lottery or things like that. You are meant to do your own thing. You are meant to do your own thing of winning your own battles. And yes, you have to go through it. You had to go through it. I mean, mine was many, 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 many years ago with my ex-husband. And at the end, I succeeded because I ignored it. Yes, I had to do my work. But when it was time for me to trust it, leave it, and continue to do your thing. And that's what I did. So, and finally, after many years, I was able to go see my family back home, which was 2 years ago. And I'm planning to go this year again, even though they're all the time like, well, that's what you said last time. I keep telling them, every country works different. In my country, could have been easier to just, do that to my ex-husband, but it's not the same here in the States. I mean, yeah, you could, but you ended up somewhere where you don't want it. So consequences. You have to take accountability about things, how you do them. If you just act with emotions, which sometimes I do, when I get, like I told you guys before, upset with certain my coworkers every now and then because they are not doing their part, and I'm just like, let it be. I mean, I'm gonna be there temporary anyway. So, but some part of me wants to control it, and I can't do that. So yeah, it's easier just to like just walk away instead of trying to fix everything. Like I have said before in another video that I have with a coworker that was just, and that changed everything. Sometimes again, you had to express yourself, excuse me, but again, you have to walk away a little bit, think it, and then speak it. If you do it as before, where you're just saying blah 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 blah, you might hurt yourself, and you might come back. You might not be able to come back from something that perhaps you didn't mean, and it was just said on the heat of the moment. So that's what we are. We are these creatures that are just unplugged. We are these creatures that are trying to resolve but do not listen to what it is being told to us. You may ask, how do I listen? You can be dancing, or you can be cleaning. You could be doing something that relaxes you. That's your way. I used to be told, meditating. Yes, it took me forever because I couldn't see the past 2 minutes because my mind races so much. I'm a hyper person. I'm very, very, very hyper. And I couldn't sit down. But then I discovered that I will dance, I will sing, I was cleaning, and then I will sit down for a couple more minutes, and that's how it will help me. Or then I just lay down on my bed and I just shut it off right there. And even if I fall asleep, it's okay because either way, I'm receiving messages. It will say, well, that sounds crazy. Well, yes, I told you. It is crazy because we, as society, they have made us to be type A, type B, type C, and so forth. So if you allow yourself to be categorized on one of those type styles, then you are you have fallen into being into a human, which again, you do look like one, but you are not one. And I know it can be confusing because it's like, well, I'm experiencing all these crazy things. Yes, we are supposed to. We are supposed to experience all these things that makes us feel less than, and sometimes feel like we don't deserve, and we do things that we shouldn't. But not all of us are supposed to be like that. And I say not all of us like that because some of you are trying to awake, and some of you are still trying to repeat the same pattern, do the same thing over and over, thinking that, oh, I got this, when in reality, we don't. Life throws you stones, but you have to know and learn when to not catch them so that you will not keep carrying them on your back. And you have to allow other times to avoid it and just let them roll. So this is what it's like to be in this form of soul and then turn into a human. So like I told you, I'm not here on this platform. I know it can take years, but I'm not worried about it. Whoever just listens a little bit and is trying to do that change, because again, I'm setting it by example, then that's what matters. I'm not here, again, like I said, to transform or anything. I'm just showing you what has helped me. Again, you will think or say, this chick is crazy. You are not gonna offend me. But anyway, um, I just want you to know that whatever changes are coming this week, some of you can feel it. Some of you can feel, I haven't heard about an eclipse that is going to happen, I think either on Friday or Saturday. And I've been feeling this energy, right? And well, it's going to be something that for some of you is going to be good, and for some of us is going to be bad. But at the end of the day, you have to learn how to, roll with it. So, yeah. Well, I hope that you continue to have a good day or night or afternoon. And I hope that whatever it keeps going through your mind, that you are capable to sort it and not allow it to become too much of a reality, even if it feels so. Yes, it feels, again, we are here, but you have to disconnect from the other things and connect to the reality that is God or the universe, Gaia, whatever. So, anyway, I'll talk to you next week and just take care. I'll send you my love as usual in a big hug. Have a good night. Well, on my side is a good night. Bye.